Welcome back everyone, Ryan Monetize here. In today's video, we're going to be going over the price of Bitcoin, but more importantly, I am going to be giving you an update on my position that I took on Bitcoin a few days ago and whether if I got out of that position or if I am still in that position. So just a couple of quick things to go over before we get into the price of Bitcoin. So on-chain data shows more than 60 million in tokens has left Huobi in the past 24 hours. I completely mispronounced. I might have mispronounced it today too, but I definitely mispronounced the name of this exchange yesterday. That is the one that there's kind of rumors swirling around of liquidity issues. So this right here is a chart, Gemini exchange on-chain analysis in the context of Genesis. So you can see here Bitcoin exchange reserves on Gemini. It peaked over here in about mid to late 2021, and you can see how low the reserves are. It peaked at about 320,000, and now the reserves are below $150,000. Pretty crazy there. So over to the price of Bitcoin. Let's see here. So I mentioned in my previous video that I bought 1.5 Bitcoin at the price of $16,830. And I took in that short position because I was seeing a lot of strength on Ethereum, and I thought that was going to bleed over into Bitcoin. And I mentioned that I was considering exiting that position, and I actually never did exit that position. And I was basically just trying to wait and have a little bit more patience. And I was seeing some decent price action on lower level time frames. And as you can see, that was the move to not exit that position. So I am currently still in that position, you know, up, what, $150, nothing insane, but that's just full transparency there. This right here is a weekly chart on Bitcoin. We have a strong weekly candle to start out here. And what we can see is I'm paying very close attention to the 50 DMA, which Bitcoin is currently trading above. But I want to see this green moving average cross over the red. At that point, I will probably go all in on Bitcoin. And what's good about that, and the longer that it takes, is that even if Bitcoin doesn't not make a lower low, and that crossover does occur, which is when you go back and you look at Bitcoin's history, it is a great indicator to use, and it's right like 90% of the time. Then it's taken so long that when the crossover finally happens, it'll still be well below the price that I sold Bitcoin at all those months ago. This right here is the daily chart, which is cooling off a bit. It has made a higher high, maybe a couple more candles of upside, a little bit of a pullback, and then Bitcoin's gonna head over to the 100 DMA, where it's probably gonna find a little bit of resistance there. So not a ton of conviction on the daily chart. Going to be patient there. 12-hour chart is actually looking very nice. It has made a higher high. So 12-hour chart looking pretty good. This right here is the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin did make a higher high. A little bit of a pullback here. Let's see if it can stay above the high of this candle right here. Stay above the low of this candle here, which is 16,672. 1 hour chart is actually looking quite weak, I would say. I don't like how this hourly chart looks on Bitcoin. And so I would actually be considering at this point to put a break even or just above break even stop loss on my current position. This right here is the 30-minute chart, which actually looks decent on Bitcoin. We're just not too long ago, a few hours ago, we had this interesting candle here that had a low of 16,881 and a high of 16,938. Why does that candle look so odd compared to the rest? I guess it's actually not that significant on the 30-minute time frame. It just looks a little odd here. Let's go and take a look here at the 15-minute chart on Bitcoin. 15-minute chart did make a higher high. Bitcoin pulling back here. Let's see if we can continue to make another higher high and get above the high of this candle right here, which is 16,952. Okay, let's take a quick look here at the 5-minute chart, trending downwards. So, like I said, I don't really not really super sold on the charts, and setting a break-even stop loss is looking like a decent option at this point. But before I do that, I want to take a look at the price of Ethereum, because like I said, Ethereum has kind of been leading the way, showing a little bit more strength, as you can see here. This right here, is this the Ethereum chart? It is. I'm trying to understand here this large gap up on the weekly. So let's see here. It's going to be closing. This weekly candle is going to be closing here in the next day or so. So I want to be keeping a very close eye on that. So the weekly chart actually looks much better on Ethereum. We are seeing here a daily chart that looks, it's getting closer to that 100 DMA. And so probably anticipating Ethereum to reach the 100 DMA before Bitcoin does. So we're still seeing more strength, in my opinion, on Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. 12-hour chart looks good, but like I said, we're going to be keeping a really close eye on that 100 DMA. This right here is the 4-hour chart on Ethereum, making higher highs, higher lows. 4-hour chart looks quite nice. So, like I said, the 1-hour chart on Bitcoin not looking so good. And the same goes for Ethereum. I'm not really liking how this hourly chart looks. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. 30-minute, I'm also not really liking these candles here and on the 30-minute chart on Ethereum. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart here looking okay. I must say, I don't really like how these charts look, and that's why I'm going to be going to consider putting in that break-even stop loss on that position that I entered. Let's see, and I'm just being extra cautious because I want to be sitting in a position that is profitable, not necessarily in the short period, but I don't like what I see. I was liking what I was seeing on the charts when I entered the position, but I thought there was going to be a bit more follow through on Bitcoin, but we're definitely not seeing that, at least not yet. It could take some time. This is DOT sitting at 465. We have Link sitting at 581. Let's see here. We have XTZ sitting at 79 cents. What else do we have? We have XRP sitting at 34 cents. Just a couple altcoins there and what they're up to. It is a stormy day. I'm getting some lightning, some thunder, kind of enjoying it actually. I was able to catch some really great sunshine earlier. Let's go ahead and see here. So, oh, you know what? I did not notice this, but gold actually finished its trading day yesterday. Definitely on the strong side. Look at here the hourly on gold. Gold making a run up to 1865. You go, gold. Not too bad. So before I let you guys go, I want to mention iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital is actually a really great way if you want to buy Bitcoin in a Roth or traditional IRA. If you get started today, you actually get $100 in free Bitcoin. I have a link down below for that. So imagine this. You buy Bitcoin now. You withdraw it when you're 59 and a half and you pay 0 taxes on the gains that your Bitcoin has made. And get this, if you want to trade within your Roth account, it is a non-taxable event. There's only a 1% trading fee. So like I said, I have a link down below for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.